come to the first hadith. The very few I'm going to quote, but they're very important. The Prophet says, sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam, the hadith is in Sahih Muslim, and it is perhaps the most important of the hadith I'm going to quote tonight, this one. He said, when Dajjal is released, he will live on earth for 40 days. One day like a year. One day like a month. One day like a week. And the rest of his days like your day. The island was Britain. And so when Dajjal was released and commenced his mission to deceive Banu Israel and to deliver to them what would appear to be the return of the Golden Age, it is from Britain that he commenced his mission. Like a month. Is he going to move to another territory? And if he moves to another territory, how can we recognize it? The yardstick which I use to measure whether or not the Dajjal has moved to another territory in a day which is like a month, is the yardstick of the state of Israel. Who is the one who is keeping it alive? Who is the one who is conferring upon it security? Who is the one who is building it up constantly, feeding it, and making it stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger. Power in the world. And that the United States of America still has this strategic relationship with the state of Israel. I have taken pains to mention dates because I want you to calculate. That was a day like a year, and this is a day like a month. What comes after this? Now is the time you have to think. And if out there in Indonesia they could understand it so easily and so quickly, grasp it so quickly, there is no reason why you cannot. In order for Dajjal to complete his mission, he has to move from a day which is like a month to a day which is like a week. If when he was in a day like a year, he was in one territory, and that was the ruling territory, the ruling power. And then in a day which is like a month, he moved to another territory, and that country became the ruling power. It follows therefrom that when he moves to a day which is like a week, he will move to a third place, a third country. country will now replace the United States of America as the ruling power in the world. But it will not rule for long. Just a short time. Which will be that territory? China? Ready? You think so? Anybody else? Israel, of course. Of course, Israel. Since they're still waiting for Al-Masih to come, you can't live in New York and not know that. They're still waiting for Al-Masih to come. And they had boasted of how they killed this one. The Prophet Muhammad informed us that Allah will send in the last days this being created by Allah, who will impersonate Al-Masih and who will convince them that he is delivering the return of the golden age. He will deceive them, however, because he would not be the true Messiah. He will deceive them because this would not be the return of the golden age. It would appear like that. And so the Dajjal has been endowed with awesome powers of deception. He has a PhD in deception. The Dajjal. This is indeed the meaning of the word itself. Dajjal. To bring back the golden age, to rule the world.
What is modern Western civilization? What is its conception of the movement of history? What is its conception of the end of history? I tell you, this is a truly fascinating subject. This is the civilization which has an obsession with the Holy Land. They may not say it, but they also believe that history is going to end with events which will unfold in the Holy Land, as the Christians do, as the Jews do. Modern Western civilization has displayed its obsession with the Holy Land. you will see these people being brought back to their town. Not as tourists, to reclaim it. Which town is it? That is the question. Who should answer that question? Let us go to a man named Muhammad alayhi salam. Meaning, let us go to the hadith. Let us look for all the ahadith that there are on Gag and Magag. In 9 books of hadith, there are 58 ahadith. I've gone through all 58 of them. Let us look to see whether there is any town which is mentioned connected with Gag and Magag, which was destroyed by Allah. When we go through all the 58 ahadith, we find only one town mentioned, connected with Gag and Magag. And it was a town which was destroyed by Allah, and it was Jerusalem. Of course, the hadith does not have the word Jerusalem, it has the word Baitul Maqdis, Arabic. And so we have come to the conclusion that the town which is mentioned in Surah Al-Anbiya is Jerusalem.
In all the books of Tafsir, the Khalifa, he sent an expedition sometime around the year 50 Hijri to try and locate that barrier which was lit by Zulkarnain. That expedition returned to the news that they located the barrier, and it was lying in ruins. So if you're waiting for Gog and Magog to come sometime in the future, brother, keep waiting. The barrier is lying in ruins. And the companions of the Prophet Muhammad they said themselves give the testimony that they went and saw with their own eyes. They located the barrier